this adult man. He said, hey kids, don't go near him and don't touch him because he's probably contagious.
I said, use it as venom. Let it be the venom that drives you.
So excited to be here with Jordan Field, an absolute superstar. He's a father to an incredible family, incredible wife, incredible kids. And one kid in particular, Colton, is an absolute main focus in this documentary. Now, this documentary, we want to take it worldwide. And you guys have been a part of it from the very beginning. Tell them a little bit how we met and then how you guys got involved in this documentary.
I saw Ben for the first time when he wrestled, when you wrestled.
At Utah Valley, here.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I followed your career there.
Yeah.
I saw quite a few of your matches. I was super impressed with your... I didn't really understand until the documentary. I didn't see you at Nationals. But
Yeah.
Then your last year at Nationals is when I just followed everything just as closely as I could. I knew there was something different about you, but I didn't know what it was, right?
Yeah.
But I just was super impressed with your wrestling, super impressed with your work ethic. And then kind of, as time goes on, I thought about you every once in a while, but didn't really know anything about you. Then all of a sudden, I had my son, and we found out that he had Cruzon syndrome. And I had a hard time talking about how I felt about my son having this condition. And I really didn't open up to a lot of people about it, not even my wife. Until I saw your presentation that you did for the church. And I remember said, my name's Ben Kjar and I have Cruzon syndrome. And I knew who you were, and all of a sudden you had my full attention. And I knew it was the first time that I allowed myself to be vulnerable about Colton. And it was the first time I allowed myself to have a little bit more hope about his future. And I knew he needed to meet you. There was a couple other experiences. We were walking away from a baseball game, and I don't even know who he was, but he's like, hey, he called me over and he's like, your son needs to meet my buddy. My buddy's name's Ben Kjar. I'm like, oh gosh, you're right. He does need to meet him. And I've actually, and I'd gotten a hold of you on social media at that point. I'm not very good with social media. I don't watch but I knew that was the only way to get hold of you, and I got a hold of you on Messenger, and then we got our numbers. And I just knew that Colton needed to meet you. And so that's how we met for the first time, and that's why we met for the first time.
Dude, I didn't even know that full story. That is cool.
Yeah.
God is so good. Dude, he just like guides us. He puts people in our way. He put you guys in my way. It was humbling. I got a call from Jordan. We connected on social media. You made some incredible steaks and dinner. And we went over there, had dinner at his family's house. And I remember walking in and seeing Colton, and it was like a mini me. I'm like, oh my gosh. But it wasn't just the features of Cruzon syndrome. It was the way he lit up a freaking room, dude. Like, I saw me in him, and the way you guys parent him, and not just him, but the rest of your kids, that you can do anything. Whatever you want to do, there are no limitations. Let's go. That's how you live your life. Your wife's similar. When TC and Tana Christensen came to me, and they said, Ben, I don't know how we're going to do this, or who we have to bring in, or where they live. What do you feel about recreations, and who would that be? And we had already met at that point. We'd already went to your house. Yeah. Guys, during this documentary, like thing after thing after thing just fallen into place, and the Fieldings have been one of them, a main part. As you have the opportunity to watch this documentary, you're going to see how incredible Colton shows up. I can't wait for you guys to see the impact that he's going to be to the entire world for the type of human that he is and the type of human that you guys have raised. As people get ready to go watch this documentary, why now more than ever is a movie like this, a documentary like this, needed in today's world?
So I've had the opportunity to raise Colton, and look at the struggles that he's gone through, look at the things that he's had to do, both physically, mentally, spiritually. He's a special boy. It wasn't his condition that created who he was. He was placed there because God knew that he was capable of dealing with this condition. And the more I've seen of you and your life and your story, the more I've seen of this documentary, the more I realize how important you are to people, the type of person you are, and the type of influence you can have on people. I know how special my son is, which means I know how special you are. It would be a waste not to view this documentary. It touches you in ways that nothing else can. It tells an inspiring story, not just for you, Ben, but it inspires people in a way that you can only do the way you've done it. I don't know how you guys have done it. I've seen a rough draft of it up to this point. It's the best documentary I've ever seen, and I just want to see it again. Your story inspires people, and it inspires them to do good. There's so many things nowadays that inspire people to do bad or to do the wrong things. This inspires you to do the right things, and it's one of the most inspirational things I've ever seen.
One of the things that you guys will see in this documentary, don't forget, and this is what I have to keep reminding myself, TC and Tanner have been part of documentaries and films that have gone worldwide, massive budgets, that bring in professional actors and people that have had like a long track record in the industry. Colton's 5 years old.
Yeah.
The stuff that Colton does in this documentary is mind-blowing. And every time he comes to film with you guys, I'm just in awe at the type of human that you guys have raised and the type of human that like God has like created. It's incredible. And in the documentary, he has the opportunity to show up in some very powerful moments. I just want to tell you and your wife, like, thank you so much, because what you guys have allowed the world to see is going to be literally life-changing, because as I've seen it, it's just, it's impacted me. So thank you guys so much. Like, I'm so honored to have you guys be a part of this and make it what it is.